So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Happy Monday. How are you? Well, here we go. A holiday week. Has it officially begun now, at least in America, with Thanksgiving coming up our way and Christmas around the corner and New Year's too? Of course, I think here it starts on Halloween, doesn't it, for a lot of people? Where'd my why go? Where'd my why go? Why do I need a why? Why do they say I need a why? Why? You don't need a why. You don't. Well, okay, there's one reason you need a why. I'm going to get a little controversial here. It's just Scott logic, a little common sense coming at you today. The one reason that you need a why to do anything. I'll explain. Hang on. It is the daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Life is going to get in the way, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, some people, every now and then I get an email, Scott, that sounds a bit negative when you say life gets in the way. That's actually reality. It happens. And it's a good thing, because the very minute that you decide to be the boss of you and to go for what is way down deep inside of you, and you say, this is kind of what I feel I want, even if you can't figure that out today, the very minute you decide to do it, life gets in the way a little bit. Even if it's a spouse saying, what are you going to do? What? That's crazy. It just happens, and you got to work that out too. So that's all it is. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. In the time of the year when folks start kind of getting a little bit more spiritual, kind of thinking about what's going to happen next year, calm down, slow down, get faster with all the stuff that goes on. So hang on for the ride. We'll have a good holiday season, I'm sure. Hey, have you got my email yet? My Scott Logic email? Go get it. It's a lot of, it goes up every week. This is crazy. 74.8% open rate over a period of 30 days and just over 70% over a period of 7 days. What does that mean? People like it. Go get it. GetScottLogic.com is where you can find that. Every Monday I begin asking a very simple question. Have you done your homework? And within that is only one question. It's because I never liked homework. I always like to get my job done, my homework done while they're in class. When I was done, leave me alone. Didn't understand going home doing homework. Now I do it all the time. But the question is, how's my life going? And I really mean this. Those people who have done this and taken the time to say, how's my life going? And allow the answers to come flowing into your mind. it's pretty quick to figure out that some things are really good and some things are not. And the first thing that happens is, okay, well, what do I do about it? That's why I ask you to do that. So just take a few minutes when the show's done today. Ask, how's my life going? And if you don't have my perfect week planner, go get it. It's at motivationtomove.com. It'll help you plan your time and your freedom, which is going to help your life go a whole lot better. That's a promise. So why, oh why, oh why, oh why do we need a why? It's kind of personal development 101 and the personal growth stack of stuff you should be doing. Very early on, you're going to come upon the why thing. Why? It's like the law of attraction, manifestation, that kind of thing. It's easy to kind of take in because it feels kind of good to do. Well, if I had a why, I'll be okay. But how many times have you been after something and you knew why you wanted it, and yet it was very frustrating to you? And other times, you're just doing something and you're happily along, and somebody says, why are you doing it? And you're like, I don't know. And you need a why. And so, wait a second, I need a why? I don't think so. I think a lot of your why is just internally driven. You just find yourself doing things, and there's nothing wrong with that. As Dr. Phil would say, must be serving you somehow. And you can always change, right? So why do you need a why? Why is so important? Let's talk about why you don't need a why. So a friend of mine were chewing the fat, as they say. A while back, we were getting ideas about what we wanted in life. In my world, it's a pretty common topic. You might imagine not only my colleagues, professionals in my business, but also most of the people that I chat with every single day are people like you. And guess what we're talking about? Talking about life, how we make it better. So I think it should be yours too. It makes sense. What you focus on is what you get, right? You've heard that before as well. Is focus why? Not really. So as we talked, I kind of realized something. That for my life, like a lot of us, I have bumbled and stumbled my way through a very colorful life. And it's when I wrote that down, I said, should I really say I have been bumbling and stumbling my way through life? That sounds like, Scott, you are a bumbler and stumbler. Fact is, we all are, till we figure it out, right? Got to get an idea. We jump in, our interest builds. Suddenly it's something we really want to do. We get stumbled and bumbled into it, and then it's our next thing, and we're off and running. And sometimes it's the wrong thing. We have to turn around and run the other way, but sometimes it's the right thing. More often than not, I think. Getting what you want requires one thing, really. That you know what you want. Is that true? But what happens when you have no idea how the best things arrive in your life? Because everybody says you got to have a why and you got to know what you want, specifically with clarity. Yeah, it's true. You do. I'm not against that. It's helpful, but does it always happen? No. We live in a dynamic world called our heads. And stuff happens, and we have no idea why it happens. We're just there, and then we got to manage it. We have to make the best of it. We want to accelerate. We have to do some things to optimize it, right? I get that kind of thinking. It kind of blows away the theory of why, though, that most of us talk about. Yes, your why is how you get through the tough things in life. Sometimes it's the only thing that will. And that's really what I mean by this. I don't think that you need to have a why to go after things. I don't think the why is not some mystical thing. I've been to a lot of seminars and conventions over time. And, it seems like 50% of the people on stage are talking about you need to know your why. And what's happening is the people in the audience are freaking out because they don't know their why. Raise your hand, say amen. Happens, right? The why is not some mystical, magical thing. It's 3 little words that make you think a little bit, make you feel good, make you put you into the future about what you can do, and you think that's what you need. You don't. But except for the exception that when the stuff hits the fan, when you do step into action mode, when life does get in the way and it gets more challenging than you think it's going to be, when that happens, why is pretty important. That's when it's important. It's not so much, a lot of people start with the why, and I say don't start with the why, start with the what. The what's always better. Why? How do I know that? But not only have I studied it, but so it works in my brain. I always notice that something popped into my brain. Somewhat popped into my brain. That's what I'm going to do. And then my next thing that happened was, well, how am I going to do it? Right? You too. And then the why became important once I finally sat down and said I wanted to start into it. It never was first. And it was really important to have that why once it got going, because usually it was a bigger challenge than I ever thought it was going to be. That's a good thing about stuff like that. Big goals, big ass goals, over the top stuff you want to do. It's impossible from where you sit today. It'll scare you today. Well, when you get there tomorrow, it will look like it was easy. I've learned something. Sometimes most happiness that we find comes when we are just unaware of why we are doing it. It's true, right? Just be honest about it. That's how it is. It just happens. You could be why focused all you want to. You can have every single goal all written down. You could literally have just designed your entire life, and out of the blue, something cool happens that you didn't expect it. That's the universe, kids. And I can tell you that my wife will often ask me, why are you doing that? My answer is usually, I'm not really sure. I guess it needed to be done. That was it. I've started the holiday season early. I have a Girl Named Tom Christmas album today. Puts me in that holiday mood. I can't help but wonder what magic you are missing out because you are spending too much time seeking that mystical why instead of honoring the choices that you've already made in your life, and they're working out okay right now. And if they're not working out okay, I give you a homework assignment at the beginning of today's program that will stimulate you to make a change, to make things better or to make things worse, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. Listen, sometimes making it worse is what happens before it gets better, right? My Scott logic tells me that when you explore the possibilities, when they arrive in your life without thinking about it, and you go with the flow, you are happier, even though you might not even want to admit that you stumbled upon the thing that really makes you happy. You'll find out coming up in January when I have a program I'll be launching for you. Major premise of that is exactly what we talked about today. It's exploring the possibilities. It is the way the mind works. You stumble and bumble into it, get your attention, and then we start working on the why after that. But that's in January, not today, because you're busy. And I don't have it all done yet. It's kind of obsessing me for a little bit. Tomorrow, coming up, stop dreaming of retirement. I stumbled into that's the other thing. Yeah, that's tomorrow's show. Stop it. Stop dreaming. I don't care if you're 24 or 54 or 44 or 64. It doesn't matter. Stop dreaming of retirement. It's not good for you. Have you got my Scott Logic email? Go get it. Go to motivationtomove.com. It's right at the top of the page. I see you all searching for it. It's right there. It says Scott Logic on it. Just go sign up. Like I said, 75% open rate. People like it. I'll keep writing it as long as you keep reading it. You stop reading it, I'll do something else. That's cool. All right, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.